Hi, welcome to or back to my channel. These are going to be some timeless collective messages. Please keep in mind that not all my messages will resonate with everyone. And if the title resonates with you, this message might resonate with you at this time. My messages are timeless. So law of attraction's working here. Okay? Because this is what this reading is kind of about. Anyway. All right, and I'll get into that in a minute. Anyway, I do appreciate the likes, subscribes, comments, shares are greatly appreciated in support of my channel. And not everything I post is for everyone as well. In the post tab, you'll find previous readings under the live tab. All right. When I asked about what this collect was, as the collective is it's time to collect. Okay, which means you released something to do with false hope. So there was hope being restored. Hope was always there. All right. And the star is healing. The star is infinite abundance. Okay. I want to read this card that I pulled to cover the star card that came out when I asked what this was about. And it says, let things come and go. Stay calm. Don't let anything disturb your peace and carry on. Okay. So the star, calm. This is you and your frequency. Now, Sophia, Abram Hicks all came up. So therefore, it's all relevant. Mother Earth, Gaia, and law of attraction. Okay, so this is hope being restored. And I did jot something down about that, and I want to go ahead and read that. Okay, because after that, let's see. Hope doesn't get lost, it gets misplaced. So there was misplaced collective hope at one time, okay, which is a lesson, false hope, right? So if you place your hope into something and then it falls apart, it was false hope. And it's actually up to you if you would like it to disturb your peace or not. It is an individual choice here. Okay. All right. With that being said, I do hope that was helpful. We'll just see what's going on here with this and what else wants to come out with this energy. The sun. Okay, got the sun here. This is about you've already gotten some kind of information, download, what have you, that is giving you the ability to step it up a notch and not in a way that is expected. I just posted, you are a force to be reckoned with and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And that was before the Abram Hicks. So this is a really massive thing going on here. Wow. Libra, massive balance being restored collectively. And it's like, whether you know it or not, it's okay. It depends on what you take a chance on. So, all right, you're collecting around your security, restoring hope around what makes you feel secure. When you carry others' energy, or it is like, how do I describe this? If I hope Spirit lets me describe this, and I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to, as not everything can be put into words. Something you're going to feel then. Okay, this is something you're going to feel. It's not about the words. hope really isn't about words anyway. It is about how one feels, right? So just how do you do though with security and home and family and what is important to you and feeling worthy and secure because your peace is being tested. Your frequency is realigning, setbacks, a realignment, whatever setback. So there was a setback. So I'm just trying to go back to the post that I posted in this week, and it all led up to this. So let me see here. Interesting. Many words and thoughts. Well, look at that. Many words and thoughts. There's been too many words and thoughts. Aquarius, eccentric words and thoughts. All right, this is interesting. I'm going to take my time here. Welcome. All right. Whatever this does, it puts you in a position of responsibility, okay? Because you are responsible for what you attract, right? I mean, so once you're aware of that, you become more aligned from what is for you. Now, I want to mention that when I say collect, everyone is going to be different for everyone, of course. Okay, so I will try to pick up on as much as I possibly can for everyone here, okay? All right, whatever you're collecting is going to stir up the situation because you are the one that restored some kind of hope. The right connections are available, are coming in. You're aligning. So you're aligning with connections. What else are you? So it's a group effort. It's not just solo efforts here, it's group efforts. The right connections. Third house, group efforts. I got Aries, I got Pisces, I got Aquarius. Okay, right intention, right efforts, right connections, that type of things. Things that don't disturb your peace. Things that naturally keep the hope alive because it's already never been gone. You get it? Something like that. And all this stirs up the situation with Uranus, okay? And it's all to create balance, all right? Nothing is fixed. It's never-ending change here. Okay, so it could be timelines collapsing as well, all right? There's an honesty and a strength here, and along with that comes a lot of courage. It's all right, what is happening here? Moon. For the collective and this collecting. This is a card of acceptance, though. This moon card is a card of acceptance. Your home base acceptance. Oh, there's a mystery. Okay. Some of you could just be discovering something because that Aquarius card is a discovering, and then the 8th house is a mystery. That's Scorpio. Mystery. Trust your psychic knowledge of this mystery. All right. So this could be very personal. As this is a general reading. Just the discovering. Here's the card. Discovering. Aquarius. Discoveries. This does have to do with feelings and emotions, though, with the Star card and Aquarius. Lots of Aquarius. Somebody has a vision that was rather dramatic. That doesn't mean right or wrong. It's just dramatic, or it's being seen as dramatic. Scorpio, balance. I want to get another one here. Oh, something quick is coming in. This discovery or mystery is coming in quick. Be open to it. It's a vibrational alignment to be open to. Has to do with some kind of communication. As long as you continue to, if you do continue to react to anything that is trying to disturb your peace, then that changes your vibration and your frequency, and you feel less secure. And what happens then over time is, your body gets activated into this some kind of, fight or flight mode, even on small levels. And if it carries through in a period of time, there are some changes that could possibly occur. So therefore, it is like releasing those things that no longer serve. So those are the negative attachments that were attached to this false hope to begin with. Okay. Now, whatever mystery, whatever discovery is the North Node, it brings a huge benefit. It gives you the sign of now is the time. This is a sign that you can read, not others can read for you. North Node, laws and philosophies could be involved. You're getting some kind of information that is going to exceed something. You exceed. Excel or exceed. North Node again with a benefit. So there's an acceleration. If it's not a physical excel, it could be any kind of speeding up, acceleration. This mystery is going to have a play and a purpose behind it. The sun, the card we started with, just basically show you who you are in your own story. I'm believing, that's what's I'm believing, and then your beliefs show up. You're right, Taurus. What you value in your resources, all that. Okay, so because you shifted your beliefs, released your worries, worked on things people can't take away from you, things like that, what you value, shifted your values. If you had like a list of things that have a value, you may have, okay, this I'm going to put down here now. This is going to come up here now. And it's going to be different for each and every one. It's where you put that on your own list. Okay. Wow, your resources are going to change dramatically. Your beliefs could be shifting dramatically. Anything else on these want to come out about the right connections? All right. Our guests, there's still a lot to be seen. Okay. It's like just starting. I mean, something. Yeah, because your beliefs are like you. So you're aligned, and also in such a way that you're aware of consequences. You're aware of what makes you feel secure. You're aware of your own actions. I mean, you're aware of your own peace. You're aware of what disturbs your peace. No reason to continue to reiterate it over and over, but things are occurring and shifts are occurring because you were doing those things. Balance, cooperations, and this partnership, strong partnerships, strong connections. These are the types of connections where our energetic what do I want to say? Energetic recognition. Souls recognize each other by their frequency. Through awareness, through beliefs, what you value, and your resources. So yeah, it's like all of us is occurring as a mystery, all this alignment, all what the higher vibrational energy has been lining. And every time darkness tries to regather, it just becomes more exposed. So therefore, it takes longer, more work, and I just keep getting balance. So a whole lot of balance, collective. You're collecting on your piece here. You're collecting on whatever it is you need. Sun in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse. There was some kind of ideas. It was like the clouds were in the way of the sun with the Ace of Swords in reverse. What is that about? You're not confused. Collective. All right. Your past is showing up here. Six of Cups. And I've got the past with the fourth house too, as you did in the past. Okay. This can be good reflection, happy reflection. I do have a Three of Cups upright. And I was talking about right connections, support, natural support, just because one feels secure. It is, so it's tightening up that security within yourself and around you. Hierophant in reverse, Emperor, Seven of Swords. This is the moon. Okay, there's energy that is here celebrating you. That could be even a mystery. Okay. Quiet, silent support is probably the best kind of support you could ever have. Quiet, powerful support. All right, and I got the Devil here with some kind of attachmental thoughts. So these the Eight of Swords. So the thoughts is how you reflect upon the past and what made you feel secure or insecure. The connections that made you feel secure, the ones that were there to disturb your peace or support peace. Is kind of when you break it down into that simple category, you can maybe see what's what or who's who. Here, I got the Star again and the Two of Wands. I saw you're moving to calmer waters with any plans with that. So this group could have, had a false hope attached to it. They're feeding off some kind of reactions here. So collecting so this energy is going to collect what they put out. I'm not going to get into what that would be because I'm going to see what the collective is collecting, what they put out or didn't. What is engaged? So you may not have engaged with. Wow, you're busy with a Ten of Cups. You're being celebrated here. This is about who or what is around you. Okay. Some kind of past issue. What is that? Okay, you've got the Nine of Wands. You've been through a battle. This is the wounded warrior. To get to a Ten of Cups. Well, let's see. Wow, with the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, they wanted to come back out, and I said, whoever one is around you, these are short term. This is all that false hope. It's attached to that false hope. So once that is revealed, and you carry on. because this is very unsuccessful over here. This, somebody's vision they had to disturb peace. Now they're juggling your temperance energy. You're not bothered with things you're unbothered. You could be being asked to be unbothered. Okay, so there's false hope and whoever is around you. Now you got the right connections. There's still something shady about it. Seven of Cups in reverse. There's something shady about it, but you're aware of it. You're not confused. Okay, so there could be 2 people that moved away from a group, or disconnected or detached, or some kind of narrative of false hope. The idea is to restore that hope now. So what is happening here? The information is so off. Ew, oh my gosh. I said the information's so off. And hang on. It sure is. All right, this past had a wish fulfillment here. Due to some kind of, okay, so you know who or what is around you, and then they got their fears. And if their fears don't align with your future, then somebody else's fears can actually stifle your progress there. Chariot, Lovers in reverse, in love, movement, manifestations, whatever. What is this collecting? You're collecting information. Somebody collected information. Collected in a group, collected information to disturb one's peace. It's all, if it was false hope, then it was false information too. So it's like a lot of time was wasted. And I want to show you why I say that. All right. And it's almost funny, actually. I am wearing Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon. It is a pink t-shirt, so that green thing, try it, I don't know. It doesn't show up like that. Some of the other Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moons. This is, anyway, 5 of Cups in reverse. Let's talk about this, because I talked about the 2 of Cups, and now I got the 6 of Cups, and it's just like you're not even looking at these 3 cups that are on the ground, or the 2 of Cups that somebody thinks might have, whatever have false hope. All these cups have false hope in them, and you're not lingering. It was all about to show you your own insecurities so you can strengthen them, and it was up to you to, with like Taurus energy, to strengthen your beliefs and values and resources, and then trust in yourself. Okay, I've got the Knight of Pentacles after that. Very slow. So this has been very slow over time. Whatever's been trying to come in. Okay, it's running into the 7 of Swords. It is in reverse. So it's like it's not having an effect on whatever your potential manifestation is here. It's like this Knight is very calm. He's collected, he's calm, he's carrying his pentacle, he's carrying it slowly, and he will get to his destination. And then he runs into all this conflict, chaos, and drama around some kind of narrative of false hope, but you're already aware of it. So you have a choice to try to fix this, or say that is not mine. The 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. It's like you're being cheered on from you're being cheered on by your ancestors and everyone and everything that supports you. Wow. All right, well, This Nine of Swords is in reverse. You didn't attach to, you detached from the connections. Now the other connections are worried. Those are projections being projected on your energy, like you're supposed to still be worried about something and you're not. So therefore, this energy is receiving and collecting it, and I wasn't expecting all this to come out this way, but whatever it is. Judgment. It carries judgment. And then judgment is in reverse. So it's like carrying beliefs and false hope that comes with some kind of, what is the word? Restrictions? Restrictions. Oh, okay. And yeah, and it leads to the Nine of Wands. A bandage on the head. And it's the second time we saw that. So it's like, okay, not allowing the same snake to bite twice, or it's like, fool me once, you know, that kind of thing. All right, I got down here. What is this collecting? Collecting. I'm going to take my time because I have it right this moment. I'm really curious here. What is going on? What does anyone need to know? Well, look at that. Queen of Wands. There is either a Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius of the past that this Nine of Wands is connected to. It's now in reverse. You're free of it. I'm getting you're free of this battle, whatever conflict that was. Your calmness, being able to focus your energy and time into what has you feeling secure or working on things that are important. Okay, this Queen of Wands, Virgo, Hermit, in reverse with the star. Wow, you're coming out. There's the star. There's you. Your peace isn't being disturbed. Maybe you took some time and now there's a whole lot of reactions when you focus. You got some great focus on whatever you're receiving. So there's a lot of ice on whatever you're receiving. Leverage in reverse. It could be a Gemini or energy that is not supporting your choices. That is for a reason. Death. Somebody can no longer work hard on influencing your reactions, which puts you in an actual spiritual status shift. All right. Three of Cups, Two of Swords, blindfolds on. There's a mystery still here. Somebody needed to take the blindfold off. Blind reactions, just reacting blindly, possibly. Moon in reverse. I'm looking at the moon. No, you're not blindly reacting. The devil. You know what you're doing here. Could be Capricorn. Whatever energy's focusing on disturbing peace knows exactly what they're doing too. So it's like everyone knows what they're doing here. So it's like, where are you in this story here? The star. That's why the star came out at the beginning, because you're the star of your own story. All right, and okay. All right, I have a flipper here. Flip. That was a dolphin show flipper. Dolphin flipper, the dolphin, the flipper. No, flipper the dolphin. Yeah, sorry about that. But that card that was turned over was a Ten of Pentacles, was. Why did I say was? Oh, I don't know. Maybe you know. All right, something to do about this Ten of Pentacles. Who or what is around you? You're collecting the Ten of Pentacles. What is going on? I put them in the pack. Oh my gosh, I don't know. What did I do here? Hang on, guys. I totally didn't put the Page of Swords showing itself with that 3 up. Okay, hidden motives, hidden agendas. Hidden motives and hidden agendas with this, whoever it is around you, 10 of Pentacles. But this is what you're collecting. It's like nothing can get in your way here except your own self. So this energy is hoping your own self gets in your own way. And that would be ideal, I suppose. 5 of Wands in reverse. That can only happen if you allow it to happen. The Devil. 5. There's that focus. Somebody feels unstable about their past and their past choices. Okay, with the 4 of Wands in reverse. Could be an ex or, I wanted to say ex-family. Star. Yeah, you're shining bright on a community. This could be cult-like energy projecting because their peace is disturbed. Seven of Swords. It's like they can no longer hide it though, because it is deceptive. And it has to do with taking what is not yours as well, or thinking somebody got away with something. With the 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords in reverse, the narrative only created some kind of problem over here, like South Node energy problem for itself. And you can decide where you place yourself in this energy. Hermit in reverse. Just tells me energy that does not, it's like that follows a crowd. So there's an energy that follows a crowd for an Ace of Pentacles. Well, what is that saying? You might be seeing karma play out. I can't think of a Hermit in reverse. Again, man. All right, somebody's really not happy with the way something turned out. All right. So the whole idea is to influence your vibration. So the universe. Oh, here's the thing: the universe does know this. So it's like whomever's trying to influence thinks they're going unnoticed. And it's not. I just want to say that. Because you're a high priestess. So you could be collecting the spiritual knowledge and information that you need to align yourself with the physical manifestation. It's having to do with that Libra energy, making decisions that are in balance with your own energy and knowing the consequences are good karma because of it. I think that's what basically is the whole of the message here. Oh, and I am going to take my time because this is like Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. It's like you're going to get what you asked for. And so therefore everyone gets what they asked for. Lovers in reverse. 9 of Cups. Told you. 9 of Cups. Yeah. Gonna get what you asked for. Everybody asks for something different here. So, and here's the world. But there is a collective. There is a collective highest good of all outcome here. And that is what is going to play out no matter how long it takes. Because this place has all the shine in the world. Karma has no deadline, good or bad, whatever. Return has no deadline. All right, Temperance. The patience of the gods. 6 of Pentacles. Temperance. Patience for what is for you. Because if you don't have patience for what you are aligned with, then you get distracted by other things that take you out of alignment. And that is all a personal thing. And Ten of Swords, those are the knives in the back, Death card. Transforming because of it, because of all those knives in the back. You've been able to remove them and heal them wounds. All right, and High Priestess, and that has been giving you the insight how, when, what, where, and why to do so. Your own intuitive abilities, a star. Okay, so, interesting. I don't know. I'm going to get another deck here. I'm collecting. Oh my goodness. Okay, here you go. You're also collecting a stable, secure foundation, marriage, community, home. Rebuilding all from the ground up. The sun is in reverse. There was those clouds. Those clouds are like emotions of the past. All that thing kind of lingers there in your energy centers. Seven of Swords. So this community or this ex-community, collecting the Ace of Pentacles, that leads to the tent. Maybe you're coming out of a tent and going to the Ace to the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know. That is so possible. Anyway, wow. That's so cool. Okay, regardless of what's happening in the background, it has to show itself. Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Then, wow, way more freedom. Way more freedom. Ten of Wands in reverse. Ten of Swords was in reverse. Way more freedom to do what you want to do with the Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Freedom in many ways. People are walking away from this other energy. Wow, because it's the Six of Cups in reverse. And I got the Six of Cups upright. Kind of emotions. That's where the battle came in. There's justice. Wow. It's like the gavel thing on the judge. What are they? Is that a gavel? I don't know. Whenever a judge with their wooden stick hits that wooden block or the desk or whatever, the gavel's been hit. I don't know what you call it. There's knights coming in with messages, or there's messengers. This energy could be like immature as well. All right. I just looked over here at the Stay Calm, and I got the Strength card. Strength and honesty and calmness goes a long way. Maintaining that. Oh my God. Now I got the King of Wands, a power couple. Okay. What's that about? And the Hermit is upright. All right. You're collecting on it's like the momentum, that acceleration. It like surpassed something of the past. The Three of Cups in reverse. You surpassed the past. Three of Cups is up. Not reacting. Fool in reverse. Not reacting. So it's like, what is that? Give me a second. Okay, so A wise man takes the knife out of their back and cuts the cord. Some other energy takes the knife out of their back and, you know, gives it back. And that is a wise person, I'm going to say again, will take the knife and cut the cord. So there was something that was going on for a long time, and once you cut the cord, it could no longer oscillate. There's a tower now. Okay, so all this fire energy got energy jumping from foundations over here because your strength and security is amplifying this energy around you. Therefore, it's shifting for what is around you. Again, realizing what disturbs your peace. Seven of Swords. What lies or deceptions disturb your peace, and why? Now, somebody's hiding something about this Ten of Pentacles and their intentions here. Queen of Swords in reverse. Fool in reverse. Again with that. Okay, there was an energy that expected you to continue to receive what they offered, and you chose, you realized it was false hope. You restored hope and aligned with infinite hope and possibilities. Therefore, there's an energy that are around you that is in confusion and projecting why you're not juggling, why you have love and infinite resources coming in. The energy to achieve what you are collecting on. I mean, if you collect and then, all right, so it's a collecting on something you're aware of you put your intention out there. All right. Six of Swords in reverse, energy not moving to calmer waters because they are in the Seven and the Nine of Swords. Wow, you're just closing it out, or you are speaking your mind here, because I've got conversations, communications. This is hidden intention, going. Okay, so if there was some kind of campaign, it's following the crowd to the most, exciting thing, and it's actually disturbing, something disturbing. Participating is disturbing. Seven of Swords again with the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, so unhappy they didn't get what they wanted, or unable to disturb, energy that is unable to disturb while you collect your peace. Again with the Seven of Swords. What is that? Specifically, what is a Seven of Swords, Page of Swords in reverse? Ace of Swords in reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse. Some kind of crazy information here. About beliefs, about abundance, possibly. Trying to. There's beliefs about abundance that are false here, I'm getting. Yeah, Ace of Swords in reverse again. Beliefs in about abundance that are false. From a King of Cups in reverse. But all I had to do was, okay, the clouds are, what is it? The clouds are clearing. The sun is coming out here. Jack, Scorpio. Somebody was, I said, didn't I say immature? King of Cups, not emotionally available or emotionally immature, or looking at something and following the crowd, and in the meantime, directing it, but you're protected from it because you're not in alignment with it. I hope all that makes sense. Eight of Swords in reverse. You're protected from it because you're not in alignment with these kinds of thoughts. Seven of Swords. Somebody really thinks you were going to collect some kind of crap here. Yeah. What is that about? So, no. You making a clear choice? Two of them. I said something about you cut that infinite, that something was a perpetual, infinite. Somebody thought there was like some infinite cycle going to happen. And it's not. Attached to what you thought, the devil. So you're collecting what is for you here. Justice. Collecting what is for you. With that mystery, not too much one is, gosh, there's just so much buried. You know what? A lot of buried treasure. Okay, interesting, because I'm getting, there's a lot of buried treasure. Ace of Wands, strength, devil. You have the courage. About your courage, your own abilities here for your peace not to be disturbed as justice, divine justice occurs. You're not sensitive with these emotions. So thinking was emotionally unavailable or emotionally immature. And what is this? Make time for self-care in reverse. This could have been when you were busy, or you're going to be busy. So you're being reminded, because the past is here. Have self-care when you reflect upon the past too, because any insecurities of the past is what is always going to be highlighted within yourself, how you're attached to something and why, Okay, so it's like when you're trying to attract something or you're collecting and you already know what it is. You should already know what it is. That could have taken some purifying and detoxifying. Okay. Those insecurities, these past reflections, purify and detoxify what was blocking your passion or your purpose. It's time to release. You released. Therefore, there is room to receive, collect. Time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. And that's garnet. That's root chakra energy. That is stability, grounded, earth. That's that Sophia Gaia earth energy. She's purifying and detoxifying too. You help everything around you when you do that. All right, collective. What's love life in reverse? Yeah. So there's energy of a Three of Cups with a love life in reverse, not having new or renewed love. Or you release the past of this and you are upgrading. Spiritual protection. Upgrading. I said a spiritual upgrade and I didn't even see that card. Spiritual protection. Earlier I said spiritual upgrade, spiritual protection. You are being protected, watched over physically, emotionally, and energetically with starlight. This rose quartz is blocked. Paths of love. Ceremonies and celebrations in reverse. Yeah. So how you maintain your energy throughout all this is where this is going. Divine life purpose. That's where that's going. Beautiful. Let's just collect energy. What needs to come out? Because my readings are pretty much what wants to come out. Okay. Stress reduction. There was a lot of stress created here, and that's why the Nine of Wands showed up. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, to renew, and recharge. And you did. Sorry, you did. I got the King and Queen of Wands here upright. So, yes, you did. Unconventional, moldavite could be significant. Watermelon, tourmaline could be significant. Your unique qualities are an important part of your purpose, and it's okay to feel and be different from others. We are very different here because you've got a whole lot of energy worried about what you're doing. So, however, I got the World and all the Ace of Swords in reverse. Wow. Revealing your true self. Amethyst. As you allow others to know the real you, you feel love for who you truly are. Divine life purpose. Wow. One more. Okay. All right. This was part of the emotions. Okay, so what needed to be released, to be aligned, is some kind of false hope, false faith-based beliefs, negative mindset deal. It's the best I could say that as of right now. Dolomite. All right, that's what you're purifying and detoxifying. Things that are meant to constrict, okay? Not construct. Anyway, sensitive emotions, bless your heart. The self-care was in the reverse. All of this was very difficult on a daily life here. And unnecessary worries attached. Very busy with unnecessary worries, very unauthentic and very negative. And it was up to you to purify and detoxify. And learn something about, gosh, what was around you here. Clearing negativity. I spend a little time over here talking about it, and here it is. All right. These are the attachments. Smoky quartz, dolomite. Release negativity from within and around you. Doing the inner work, doing the work requires a little bit of work there. Divine life purpose. It's a life lesson. It's part of a life lesson. You can break free from negative recurring patterns by praying to know the lesson and the blessings that they contain. This is all with that group. Divine life purpose. This life lesson puts you directly in your purpose. And you're not confused about it whatsoever, because multifaceted is in reverse. You're not creating layers of deception for people to sift through. Therefore, your energy would be at a higher vibration. And we got Jade here. This is wellness. This is a recovery of health, and wellness is here. Wow, when you clear the negativity, it's all attached to your health, well-being, and wellness. And how that's constant trying to disturb one piece is actually, the people are going to be learning some lessons here about that collectively. No one is exempt from life lessons. I don't believe it's possible. All right, make time for self-care in reverse. Yeah. Okay, so this energy wants your attention because it's not peaceful. But it's where you're putting your time, focus, and attention into deep emotional healing, doing the work, releasing unnecessary worries. Citrine could be significant. Collective. Calm is not a weakness. Here, I'm going to show this card again. Let things come and go. Stay calm. Don't let anything disturb your peace and carry on. Okay? That's what we started with. Well, because the whole idea is to interrupt your collection from outside energy. So that would be, kind of, well, the idea is to realize that there are consequences. Okay, fear gets created. Calm is not a weakness, is in reverse. Somebody mistook your calm for weakness here. Or mistook your walking away and carrying on as some kind of weakness because they didn't like it. Right. Focus on the positive in reverse. Trying to draw your attention back to the past in a negative light. And it might work for some time, sometimes, and then other times it has the least effect. And then when it becomes totally ineffective, that's when things get really interesting, I think. Right, because you know your truth. Right? Well, okay, I don't even know. What else is going on here? I want to see. And left. Hang on here. All right, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I don't even know what holiday's next, actually, but honeymoon is here. All right. Ace of Pentacles and honeymoon. Resources, power couple, honeymoon. There's an energy wanting to reconcile that carries that low vibrational frequency, but you are being asked to carry on. You freed yourself. Okay, when you free yourself from the negativity, time to take back your control of your life, which also calls back your power or calls back your energy in a pure form. So in a purer form, because you're not attached to it, it's not you. Oh, something like that. Wow. Honeymoon again. What is the collective collecting? Romantic feelings. When you clear the negativity, you find romantic feelings. What else here? It's about trust issues. Okay, so this past energy could have created some trust issues for you to work through. So this is about building trust and being able to maintain it within a partnership as well. It's not just about having trust, it's building trust, maintaining trust, and staying at that level because you know your truth. Ooh. Okay, we might not be looking out, codependency. Wait a minute. This was some kind of energy that was codependent on a negative pattern that created stress. Conversations involved, friends involved, finances and career involved. So things that create instead of focusing on the what is coming in, it's about worrying about what's gotta go. Okay, so we have children, but they're not a factor. There's control issues, codependent control issues. Could be adult children or children. Okay, there could be a different marital situations, exes, families, and the exes. So how do I put that? So the ex grouping or collaborating with your current person. So the ex, what is that? Coming together with your current. Yeah, I hope you get what I mean. Yeah, engagement in reverse, codependency. Okay, hang on here. Very soon. I want to see what that's about. Because this is energy that is worried. Okay, so they're worried about love not coming in, or love coming in for you. You already had, or you see, I just had a honeymoon, so you could have got engaged, married, and going on a honeymoon. Or you could be like on a never-ending honeymoon since you came together with this energy. Like every day could be a honeymoon. Oh, retreat. Okay. Because you're not talking to that other energy, heart-to-heart conversation, you're retreating. So every day could be a honeymoon. That is the vibe. That is what you're collecting. Everyday honeymoon. I don't know when. Keep an open mind. It depends on you. Deception in reverse. Well, whatever's coming in, it's not going to carry the same codependent issues that were before. You're collecting on love and life that is more vibrant and hopeful. And this has to do with your relax, but it's release your ex. Deception. There's deception around this ex. That's where all that's coming from. But I never want to speculate. I'd rather see it in the cards and, just to be sure there. All right, just the cutting edge. You're at the cutting edge of something in your Queen of Wands energy and doing your security. Let's see what that is. I don't know. Okay. Cutting edge. You're free to move. Wow, freeing yourself and free to move. Moving home. So it's something about building or moving or building an entirely new foundation, or you're moving something on the right track. You moved your track, or you're on the right track and you're moving. Wow. Came out sideways. Wow. The feather of hope. I started this reading talking about hope. Feather of hope. There was a whole lot of false hope that was, a life lesson. It was a pattern. It was created over time. It was something to reverse engineer that timeline there. Roots of stability and feather of hope. So I want to read it. All right. Grasp a feather of hope, a delicate symbol of upward promises and an uplifting future. Okay, that's what you're collecting on. The feather of hope. You've seen feathers along the way for confirmations about this romance that has attracted a right track. I just said the right track earlier. You're the right track again. You are on the right track with these romantic feelings because you restored your own hope here with things that can't be taken away and lost because they were false. Yeah, stable. Stability, big deal here. Give up control. Okay, we're trying to control the track. It's like the track has already been laid out. So you need to follow the signs and the steps that you are being given for your track. There's been hurtful events. Give up control about these hurtful events. It might have set you on fire here, but where did that energy go? And It's like phoenix, rising phoenix. Seek clarity. Here are those clouds. Seek clarity. So as above, so below. You've got a reflection there in the sky and the lake. They look very similar. Time to ignite your soul, give up control. You have flames of passion. 2 cards of passion, a lot of passion. There's that phoenix energy I was picking up on. Yeah, it's like this. Wow. It's like one of those movies where the car is speeding away and you got all these explosions in the background and you're just getting out just in the nick of time. Like John Wick or something kind of movie. Oh, going your own way. Yeah. Worth the effort. Of course. True intentions. There you go. You're finding out true intentions. What was worth the effort, what was not. And instead of turning back, and it's about learning and being okay with it. Something about being okay with it. When you get the important parts and when you see what's real and the true intentions, or if you realize your intentions are what is here, let me see, getting advice, roots of stability. It says advice. Okay, you have a seed of potential. It's like, be careful who you get advice from, okay? Just because whatever can influence your peace, it's just like about influencing your peace. Because that's what it's been all along. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I do hope this was helpful. Very interesting meeting. And I don't know. I may come back later and do another one. We'll see how I feel about it. All right. But I want to make sure there's nothing else here. Let me get one more here. What's up with the collective here? Okay. 5 of Wands. It was in reverse. It's going to just kind of keep presenting itself until it fizzles out. That's what I feel. Page of Pentacles in reverse. As long as you keep reacting. Okay, so it's about reacting instead of responding. So you could have switched it up, your frequency and whatever you're aligned with by responding, not reacting. Big old difference there. All right. Thanks a lot. See you next time.